Hey, so family, checking in with you guys. Just wanted to say, let's get into what June means for you guys. All right, we got a lot going on this month, and I just wanted to do a quick collective reading and give you the energy of what's going on in the planisphere out here. All right, so let's get into it. And of course, I pulled some cards for you guys. Okay. So let's talk about the astrology part of June for you guys as a collective, what to expect of this month of June 2025. So let's get into it. So, collective, soul family, June is a month that is going to really encourage you guys to, be more intentional, but it's also going to challenge you guys and dare you to evolve into the best version of yourselves, okay? The sky is actually the true limit, all right? The possibilities are endless, and it's going to be just enough chaos going around to just keep you really guessing, okay? This actual month will, it begins with the first quarter moon in Virgo, all right? And that's already passed on June 2nd. And this will, this energy was giving you guys grounding energy and making decisions and course corrections as we get, move towards closer to the days of the 6th, which is only, a few days away, okay? And the energy you got starting off at the top of this month was probably just kind of cleaning house, fine tuning things, attuning to the details, and kind of just letting go of what no longer serves you guys, all right? So when that 6 comes in, which is ahead, Venus is actually returning to the sign of its rulership, Taurus, okay? So this is going to really be good for everybody, offering a really, really just, it's going to be so delicious and just, Venus is indulgent, and it's going to remind you guys to savor life's simple pleasures and more importantly, prioritize what feels safe and secure with that Taurus energy, okay? And you guys are gonna be, for some, amping up those skincare routines and really focusing on your financial stability, all right? This Venus beautiful transit, it just wants you guys to treat yourself to life, and what's worth investing in, because you are worth what's investing in, okay? So don't get too comfortable now, okay? On June 8th, Mercury will conjunct Jupiter in Gemini, communication, and this is going to be opening up the mental floodgates, and it's going to be turning up the volume on all the chatter, everything that's going on, okay? So this, followed by Mercury's ingress into sentimental Cancer, okay? Which is where things get really interesting. So get ready, all right, guys? You guys could probably be thinking about a lot of ideas at that time, and just thinking about what's next. You're really going to be putting thought into it, okay? Now, expect a really huge shift on June 9th when Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion and opportunity, it enters Cancer, okay? And this is the first time in over a decade. I talked about this a little earlier on in another video, but Jupiter exalts and it thrives when it's transiting this water sign of Cancer, okay? And in addition to expanding our emotional, selves, it will highlight things around home, family, and healing, okay? So, again, not without a little bit of fiction, as Mercury will square Saturn while Venus squares Pluto retrograde that same day, which could signal everything, from like tensions and growing pains and tensions in relationships, that you guys or we all will have to navigate in some way, navigating the control issues of it all, okay? But listen, the full moon in Sagittarius on June 11th will bring truth to light, all right? So this lunation is going to be all about clarity, freedom, and perspective revelations. And, it will contribute to change in your philosophy and your belief system and how you're viewing and thinking about things, okay? Seeing the bigger picture and owning your truth. So don't be surprised if things get a little turbulent for you mid-month, all right? Because this is when when it gets to an end, it will go through Leo. Mars will face off with Uranus on June 15th. Jupiter square Saturn. So this will, kind of be a push-pull between desire and expansion. So Venus limitations and real world consequences. So we probably gonna see some things happen around, the world that will be a little intense. So brace yourselves for that, all right? But Mars debuts in Virgo on the 17th as we start to close out the month, okay? And this will allow us to focus on productivity and precision. And this can help us kind of sort through the mess and get organized, okay? So illusions will start to creep in on the 18th because Jupiter does square Neptune. But this is going to attest our ability to see things clearly and really stay grounded amid the emotional upheaval, okay? Now, your cerebral energy, the way that brain works, it may take a back seat when the sun enters Cancer on the 20th, and that's going to be bringing in a much needed shift towards home, family, and self-care. And remember, the 20th also is the summer solstice, so get ready for that as well. And this will also be followed by the sun squaring to Saturn on the 22nd and Neptune on June 23rd. So, intuition and emotional radar, and maybe a little bit of frustration and confusion, but it's going to allow you to set boundaries and have real, true expectations, all right? So that is what we are looking at with our month ahead. And on a brighter note, remember, it's going to be like a magical breakthrough on June 24th when the sun conjuncts Jupiter in Cancer, flooding the skies with abundance, hope, and emotional fulfillment. So look to the moon, and the new moon in Cancer that's going to come in on the 25th, and get ready to set your intentions around nurturing yourself and really, really, settling into your safe haven and just hitting the reset button, okay? And a fresh emotional start for us all. So abundance is coming in the 26th. Mercury's debut in Leo will inspire us to be more expressive, confident, and courageous as we push forward towards the end of the month. And you guys are going to be taking, being bold and telling your story, all right? And standing in yourself and your creativity, all right? And also Mercury will form a steady trine to Saturn on the 27th and Neptune and Aries on the 28th. And this will really spark your creative inspiration, guys. And, also allow you to seek structure and discipline along the way. And as we get ready to close out, Mercury will also go head to head with Pluto retrograde on the 28th. And this will leave you with no choice but to speak your truth. What a way to close the month out. And it may ruffle some feathers when you speak the truth, but hey, it is what it is. And that is what we have to look forward to in our June astrology, all right? So let's get into your messages and your reading, soul family. Messages as we close out for you guys. You're reading 3 of Cups. You guys will be celebrating for June, soul family, all right? Get ready for your gatherings, your celebrations, abundance, support, and sharing energy. But get ready to celebrate you, okay? This is something just, life is worth celebrating, and this is going to be an energy where you're going to tap in and understand that. I love that for you guys. Act with clarity, focus your intentions, navigate decisions with clear insight and purpose, embracing the unknown, which is venturing into the mystery with an open heart, welcoming the lessons that are hidden in the uncertainty of it all. Trust yourself more. Know that you are in the right place at the right time. Opportunities will present themselves to you when they are meant to, all in divine time. And get excited about the future again instead of fearing it, all right? No more wasting time, no more stuck, no changes, and not, quit limiting yourselves. You guys are going to be pushing, past that energy, hustling. You guys are going to be making it rain. You focused on money and getting it, okay? Closing out with that angel number message, 911, courage. A doorway has opened for you, and while apprehension may be felt, allow courage to flow in as you put your best foot forward. You are being encouraged to let curiosity lead you and know that the divine has your back. And your affirmation is, I allow courage to prevail as curiosity leads me through new doors. You guys are going to be celebrating yourselves, acting with clarity, embracing the unknown, getting to that money, and the courage is going to help you push through the stuck, okay? No more limitations, all right? Soul family, peace and love. I love this, guys, for your June, and I'll be back soon. Peace and love. See you soon.